Alright, ice field. And we made it! We made it! Oh, I need to stop like... I stopped before the... Oh, maybe I don't. I guess I stop here. Do I stop there? Stop there. Alright, stop there. We made it all the way to loop 1, now we have to go all the way back. Alright, same thing, but the other side. Oops. Don't even know if this is like the best way to be doing this. Because again, I'm traveling a lot. But I guess I'm... Am I traveling as fast as I can build? Not really. Maybe I should cut this apart into segments. Maybe that'll be more efficient. Instead of going all the way down to the end and then coming all the way back. I mean, I have to put these blocks down regardless, I guess. So, it's not like I'm wasting time. Where are we? Okay, this diagonal bit. There's like a plains diagonal bit, and then there's a forest diagonal bit, and then another plains diagonal bit, and then an ocean diagonal bit. Right? So there's the plains one. And then here's the forest one. That tree is gonna go, right? At some point. Anyway, one thing at a time. So much clicking. I was just woken for a nap. I'm most disappointed the last 5 years weren't a dream. No, we're still here, Ava. These have been interesting times. And interesting is a euphemism. What have I done? Okay, here. Alright, we passed the forest diagonal. And now there's some plains bits. And then another diagonal bit. I wonder what it was like when, like, the Roman Empire was falling apart, or the Ottoman Empire was falling apart, or even any of the Chinese dynasties when they were falling apart. Because, like, you know, when a big empire falls apart, it takes a long time. And that's a long time of bad. Right, it's just like decades after decades of you just thinking it can't get any worse than this. And then it gets worse. The British Empire was kind of okay, because it was mostly overseas territories. So, you know, you don't really notice. It's not close at hand as much. I mean, some people notice, of course. Howard says Britain Empire didn't really fall apart in the same way. We grew up, didn't fight the fact that other people didn't really want to be part of an empire, mostly. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. And it's better that way, right? I mean, better than to like fight a lot of wars, kill a lot of people, and then also not hold it together. Which is what some other empires did. But there's still a sense of like the diminishing, right? The Soviet Union too. We do know what the Soviet Union was like because that's much more recent and better documented. And you know, people are still alive and like, ask Russian people how they feel about the Soviet Union falling apart. So that's one example that we can study because we have the information still. But I think, you know, I think a lot of people take a lot of things for granted when they don't really think about where stuff comes from. For example, like, you know, like the Roman Empire kept open a lot of the trade routes between the East and the West. And like, you know, when the Roman Empire collapsed, certain things just stopped being available for a while. Like spices, silk, stuff like that. You just, oh, nobody's importing them anymore. And then eventually Venice kind of came back and reopened some of the trade routes, for example. But like, you know, it's like you just kind of lose stuff. Things just like disappear from society and you're like, hey, where'd it go? Oh, the other big thing is the infrastructure. I say this a lot. Like all the sewers and aqueducts and whatnot. You know, like once you stop having the government repair the aqueducts and the sewers, all of a sudden the cities don't work. Everything smells bad because the sewers are blocked all the time. Like things just stop working if people stop fixing them. And like stuff like that can still happen today. How says, did you ever watch Life of Brian? I'm thinking of that brilliant scene, what did the Romans ever give us? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great scene. But yeah, like people like take stuff for granted, and they don't realize it until it's gone. And stuff like that can happen today. I was gonna say it can still happen today, like, you know, stuff like healthcare, internet, schools. Like if you just stop funding those things, they just disappear. Man, I hope the United States doesn't get that bad. Although it might. Can you imagine like a few decades from now, people are like, hey, remember we used to go to school? Remember how kids used to go to school? What happened to that? Man. Asgron says they tried to program a corona warning app in Germany, that didn't work out. Yeah, no, but like a corona app, it's actually really complicated. Because it's just a lot of people, a big database,